When Ferrari celebrated its 39th year, Enzo requested a brand new model, the ultimate machine, to celebrate the company's great 40th year. Just 12 months later, the 89-year-old unveiled the stunning F40, and it would be the last he would unveil. It would be the last new car he would see before he died, but it made a perfect tribute to his life's work. The goal was to create a race car quality with style and coding from the legendary 250 LM. It was achieved in a single year by basing it on the 288 and elements of the 328, plus F1 technology, which of course they were accruing all the time. It was designed by Pininfarina and built between 1987 and 1990. Initially, it announced that they were just going to have 400 cars and £160,000 each. That was a lot for the time, but it still caused 3,000 requests and deposits. Profiteering, unfortunately, pushed the value of these cars up to £1 million. And so Ferrari increased production to just over 1,000 in order to ease the demand. This is probably the most beautiful body in motoring. It's Pininfarina at its best, and it isn't just pretty, it's aggressive. Every panel oozes a single-mindedness. It only has one intention, and that's to travel fast. Some of the stylings, such as these rear ducts and the fin, are naturally here to help keep that much power on the ground. Under the plexiglass, that is power. That is a devastatingly fast 32-valve twin-turboed V8, enlarged from 2.855 through to virtually 3 in order to deliver a stunning 478 brake horse. Everything about this car is designed for performance. The trim is extremely basic. There are no pretenses of luxury, even though it is an icon. The only privilege you have is you have full air conditioning. And believe me, with an engine as powerful as this behind, you truly need it. There is a key, and the key does deal with the fuel and with the electrics. But the actual engine and the button to another world is this one. Classic Ferrari gearbox. Don't put it in first, it's reverse. Hang on. It is actually remarkably nimble. Although there's not exactly the sort of silence that would allow you to have a CD player. The music itself is all from the V8, all from the twin turbos. The car itself is incredibly light. It's almost the same weight as a Golf VW. Just as Pininfarina's styling gives it all the aggression that one would hope of a sports supercar. So its performance and its manner is the same. It's moody, it's disinterested, it's very listless. Around these sort of revs, we're running at 2 at the moment, it really isn't terribly interested. There are lots of lightweight, smaller sports cars which are a lot more fun. But the moment you put your foot down, the thing becomes suicidal up to about 7,500 revs. There's no pretending in this car. 0 to 60 is in 3.6 seconds, and here we go. That's scary, but it's actually what the F40 does absolutely brilliantly. The brakes, needless to say, are enormous. They're drilled, they're ventilated, they're a huge size, and they're air ducted just to make sure that you do get some kind of stopping power with all this surge. You read write-ups that tell you that it's docile and it's sweet, and certainly if you drive it at these speeds, it will behave itself. But it doesn't enjoy it, and it's rough and it's bumpy. It really only knows one thing, and that is being the fastest Ferrari they've ever made for the road. Well, finally I can add an F40 to my street credentials. The trouble is, not everyone is impressed by the same thing. For some, a little blue Peter badge does just as well.